Hey, in this video, you are going to discover how to do keyword research for your listing to find the best keywords, how to optimize your listing with these keywords, and even how to leverage these keywords for your PPC so you'll be able to rank in as many places as possible, get a lot of traffic, and hopefully get a lot of sales as well. And today I'm accompanied by Eugene Cheng from ZonGuru. And Eugene also has a YouTube channel for Amazon sellers. He's a seller himself. He also does consulting in the sphere. We're going to have all the links to his stuff down in the description. And man, why don't you introduce yourself to us, man? And then we're going to dive inside the content.
Hey guys, my name is Eugene Cheng. So a little bit of my background. So I used to work as an engineer turned entrepreneur. So 15 years ago, and living that, digital nomad lifestyle. And then I started selling on Amazon. So the FBA first started. And then after that, branch out to coaching and then consulting. And then now, helping sellers and then sell better on Amazon and also scale pretty much, reach their goals and also their dreams. And also, I'm with BizDev with ZonGuru, so which is a really useful tool that I use for myself and all my clients. There's a lot of tips and stuff on that I will share with you guys later to finding keywords, long tail keywords, and also how to optimize your product listing, even PPC as well. So you get the most out of your research and what seller wants the most, sales and profit.
Yeah, man. It's good to have you on. Thank you for coming today. I appreciate that. And yeah, let's show the stuff to our people here, and you can share your screen, man. And let's see how we can do that. So that's ZonGuru. That's as you mentioned, you are a biz dev with the biz development team of ZonGuru, which is a tool for Amazon sellers for product research, keyword research, kind of our own one tool for sellers. We're going to have a link to that tool down in the description with a free trial and some discounts. That's an affiliate link. It means that if you ever do business with ZonGuru, I'm going to get a little commission from that, but no extra cost to you. But in this way, it's possible to support this free content here. So thank you a lot for that. And yeah, man, let's see how we can find some good keywords for us.
Yeah. So I'll start off with the process. So usually I'll give you guys an overview. So the main one is I'll start off with keywords on fire just to do all my keyword research. And then once I have all the keywords and stuff, I'll do my product listing optimization and also use this listing optimizer. I'll use the love-hate tool together in conjunction with that as well. So let's start off with keywords on fire. So as an example today, let's see, I'll use egg poacher as an example. So over here, I can choose whichever marketplaces that I'm selling in. So mainly selling in US. Australia is a pretty good market if any of you guys want to go in. So select your marketplace and then do a quick search. So these are the listings that are on page 1 on Amazon when you type in egg poacher. So what I usually do is I will find the ones that are ranked higher with a lot of ratings, just to see what keywords they are using in the back end for the listings. And also, based on that, customer search and stuff, we get a lot more of the keywords from these main competitors, because you don't want to search for, and then you select one of the 1-star rating ones, then you get really bad keywords. So I usually go for the top ones. So I can select up to 25 products. So of course, select the ones that are relevant to your product, because sometimes you might get random, maybe just ads and stuff. You might get some random product that is not related.
So Eugene, the idea is to find the most relevant keywords for our product. For example, we chose the egg poacher, right? And we as sellers, we want to have the most relevant keywords and as many of them as possible with people who have buying intent for our product. And with this tool, we're able to find these keywords based on the best competitors. And what you're doing now, you're selecting the relevant competitors, because sometimes there might be an irrelevant product appearing here in the search. We want to choose from all the best listings for egg poacher, the ones where we're going to be pulling the best keywords off. So we want to select like a semantic core of the most relevant keywords where people have buying intent, right?
Yeah, exactly. And so once I select it, I just add products. Mm-hmm. And another thing that I like to do as well is to try and use a synonym for that. So maybe egg cooker. I know sometimes some of the keywords. as long as, like what customer might be searching. Let's say this one, elite cuisine, even though it's egg poacher. So some of the synonyms and the keywords that customers are searching for, we never know. So I usually like to do a bit of variation there just to, widen my net a little bit more. Okay.
So just if I understand right, then for example, just as an example, we have kitchen Caesars and then we have kitchen shears. That's what you mean? Like it's similar keyword where you try to pull kind of similar products that may be pretty much still the same product, right? If I understand you right.
Yeah,
Right.
That's right. And also because, like British and also US as well, say trousers and then pants, some of those, yeah. So we never know what customers are searching for. So I usually select up to like 25 products. So I've got like 25 ASINs right here, give it a name, and then I just run the keyword analysis right here. So it'll take like a couple minutes. So while we're waiting and stuff, so
yeah,
I'll usually check it on the Chrome extension as well, which is from ZonGuru. So let's see. Oh, I was searching for yoga break. You do yoga yourself?
No, man, I just work out, man. I think I did a little bit of acro yoga. I was on a festival like a few weeks ago, man. This is the first time. That was interesting.
Nice.
But
nice.
what about you, man?
I tried acro yoga before when I was in Bali, so it was interesting.
Yeah, many people do yoga there.
So yeah, with the Chrome extension, I'll get all the data that I need, search volume, price, average rating. So for some reason, I just chose to randomize. This one seems like a quite good niche to somewhat go in, depending on what criteria you guys are using. So I like to go for somewhat mid-high search volume, and then the price sort of between $10 to $50, just because of impulse buying. Because when you buy like a $10 product, you don't even think twice compared to if you buy like $100 product.
All right.
Customers will think twice about that. Ratings is a little bit high. If I can find something that is below 2K or even 1K, that's pretty good, that I would consider, selling this specific product right here. So yeah, all the details are here. I even get like the bestseller rank, the ratings. It's super helpful. So I can sort of know if this product has EBC, or A+ content. If you find any products that this specific keyword that doesn't have a lot of products that don't have EBC or A+ content, that means the competitors, it's easy to rank in that specific niche and rating. So yeah, like research is super important.
So with the Chrome extension, we can see all the data scraped from the given search page. For example, we search here for egg poacher. We see all the products here on 64 results. That's pretty much scraping data of page 1 and gives you their price, sales, revenue. It gives you average ratings here, average price. And this is just good for general product research as well. But also, as you mentioned, while this stuff there is loading for the keyword research, you can kind of see more stuff about the niche, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then you also get this launch budget right here. So it's a sort of budget estimated that required to launch a similar product and how to rank on page 1 for this specific term, egg poacher. Yeah. And also it says enough inventory for 3 months and organic sales on page 1 as well. So it's not too bad, 13K, considering 3 months of inventory and stuff. So something to take into consideration. It's not necessary that it's going to cost this. So it really depends on, the manufacturer, the supplier that you've found and you plan to use. Yeah, this is a plus that I think as well. And also the niche score, like the higher it is, the better, of course, the specific product right here.
All right.
Let's see. Give me a quick refresh. Okay, cool. It's done. Sweet. So from here, I can have a look, and I know like some of the search, it's ranked sorted by search volume. And then if you look at this, like the top 25 competitors, so it shows you the number of competitors that are using this specific keyword, that are ranking for this specific keyword. So there's 18 of them. So my goal is to find the ones that has less competitor using it. So I know this specific keyword has a search volume of 10K and there's only 7 people using it. So it's considered a pretty good compared to, like, say, this one. 12 competitors are using it, but the search volume is only 5K. So these 2 keywords are way better than this specific one. Hard-boiled egg cooker for hard-boiled eggs. So these are the ones that I would go for. Another useful data that I get from here is if you scroll down to the very far right, you see all this, like these are the top 25 products that I searched for, that we searched for earlier, all the ASINs. But the ones with the hyphen means that they are not using these keywords in the product listing.
Mm-hmm.
And then look at it, like the more hyphens you get, like the better that specific keyword, because if they're not using it, then we can actually leverage on that specific keywords, so like, look at this, like a lot of people leaving money on the table. There's a 12K search for hard-boiled egg cooker. Maybe because they think egg cooker doesn't make sense. It's a technical term, is an egg poacher, but people, customer never know what they're going to search for. That's why it's super important to do, your keyword research, so you find alternative keywords. Even egg steamer, like, it doesn't make sense, but
I understand, man. If I understood you right, Eugene, man, here what happens is, after it took a while to scrape the data, we input a few ASINs, about 25 actually, and of course we did it quickly, right? Now, when that's what happens here, is it shows all the keywords that are found in this 25 ASINs, right? And here it kind of ranks them based on, we can do on search volume, actually I see that on the left, it's based on the ZonGuru score. So it's going from 100 as the most relevant, I believe, and going down. Now, what I also know based on my keyword researches, what we do is, when we are adding the ASINs, we of course want to add only the most relevant ASIN. And for this, we got to it will take more time, because if we were to do this in this video, it would just take like maybe 30 minutes. You look in each ASIN, see if it fits your product, and then you put them here. And then, as you mentioned here, we need to see which keywords are having like high search volume. All right. And they don't have a lot of competition. So they're still relevant, but not many are ranking for. And then what we do, we want to input all the relevant keywords where there is buying intent. So where our product appears, and usually many similar products to our product appear. And then we input them in our listing. So, and as you've shown here on the right, if we scroll to the right side, then we can see that some of them are not ranking at all. Like, and maybe here they're not ranking because a poacher might be different to a steamer. I don't know, like, what's the difference? I don't even know what it means, to honestly, what is a poacher. But sometimes, even when you're going to have the most relevant products one by another here, you will see that some are completely missing some keywords. And because people don't in-depth optimize their listings. So that's a huge opportunity, in my opinion, for people to optimize their listings better. All right, pretty cool, man.
And good point, pointing it out, like, even though you want to go for high search volume, but it has to be relevant to your product as well.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you do get like this, boiled egg. It doesn't make sense if you're selling, egg poacher or egg cooker or egg steamer in that case, in our case. So, but we were definitely not going to use this. And another thing that I like to do is to do a little bit of filter for the ratings. So I like to go for something a little bit less, just to see how competitive this, make sure that the ratings are low, and yet some of these keywords I can really leverage and use it for my listing optimization. It really depends on, some people like to go below 2000 or below 1000. Seems like, like some more, okay, like this one with the low ratings and stuff, but say this one, silicon egg poachers, it's quite decent, search volume 3,390. There's only like 4 competitors. If your product is a silicon egg poacher, like, this is one of the good keywords that you can actually use in your product listing. Even though, okay, 3,000, but still, competitiveness is really low. Ratings are low. So say if you get like, 1/4 of this search volume, that's like 840. And out of the 840, search, maybe you get like a 10% conversion. That's still pretty good. These are just the rough numbers, like 10% and stuff. So, but then you get the idea. Yeah. So
you would recommend to go through all the lists that we found and pretty much remove all the unnecessary keyword, not unnecessary, irrelevant keyword, because some might appear even if you put all the relevant ASINs. Sometimes irrelevant keywords might appear because these ASINs are ranking on irrelevant stuff. So if I understand right, we gather all the ASINs up until now, right, that are relevant to our product, and then we start checking the keywords on them, and then we can remove all the unnecessary keywords, and then we do leave all the keywords that are relevant. And our goal is to, from all the top ASINs, to find all the keywords from them, and this one might be missing this one might be missing that one. We put them in our listing, and then we rank everywhere. Right? That's pretty much
pretty
everywhere
much
where
the
it's
gist
relevant.
of it. So I like to export this to .csv or Excel file, and I copy this specific keyword to an Excel sheet. So I sort of collect all the keywords that I think have potential. I say this one, there's only one search, 5 searches. I don't want this keyword, so I wouldn't select that. I would just ignore that one. So you can actually select which one that you want to sort of export, and then you click on it and you export it. So it's super handy. So you don't have to get like all the irrelevant keywords in your report. Sometimes I would search for at least 5,000 as well, just to get like the generic term for it, because our goal is to add a long tail and keywords, and also short tail keyword. So more long tail and a little bit less short tail, just because it's generic and it covers a lot of all the the niche specific keyword for their searches. So yeah,
that's based on search volume. Now you've found keywords that have over 5,000 search volume, so you want to see all the, I wouldn't say necessarily the money makers, but they have a lot of traffic that is relevant, and they have over 5,000 searches per month. Again, that's estimates. Also, the viewers got to understand it's not exact numbers, it's estimates, right? And then, so we found from all the keywords that we had, from all the ASINs, everything that has over 5,000 search volume, because that means it has a lot of traffic. And from there, again, we can remove the unnecessary ones and unrelevant ones. Which might be unnecessary as well, then, right? Kind of thing.
Exactly.
Right. Okay. Oh, and then you can mix them, right? As you did now.
Yeah, you can add multiple filters in there if you want to remove more, because some of the, sorry, I think I selected price.
All right.
Yeah, ratings, less than equal to 2,000. You can filter it a little bit more. Then of course the list gets really compact. So like, oh, this one, what's this? 8 cups of soft boiled eggs. No one's using this keyword.
Wow.
And it's like 5,000 searches. So this is like creme de creme, right?
That's the gold nugget or unicorn, right?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, when we add this into our listing, your product title, your bullet points, your description as well, I like to take it another step further, is to use this specific keyword for my PPC, so manual targeting. Just so that I really leverage on this, because look at that, like 5,000 searches, like no competitors like on the top page, and they have it. So yeah, I really want to leverage on this, take the extra mile, go extra mile, use these keywords. You've done all your research, leverage the most as much as you can. You don't want to leave any, I would say, money on the table. Yeah. So once we have all the keywords and stuff, then I'll go to listing optimizer. So let me start a new session here. This is a pretty cool tool. It's super useful. So let's see. Let's use a few of the top products here as an example. So I'll just grab the ASIN. And I'll add. So make sure you select the right marketplace and add the listing. So I'll just select a few. You can select up to 8 ASIN to do the comparison. So let's do another one then. This one, rapid egg cooker. Surprised this specific product exists. You should just chuck it in the boiling water and it'll cook itself.
Well, yeah, probably it eases the process, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
So to run this optimizer, so we just need to import the keywords keyword research session that we did from Keywords on Fire, and then we load those keywords in here. So what it does is automatically use the specific keywords, and then you'll do a comparison between the ASINs that we have chosen. So it gives us an idea. Like the higher the optimization score, that means the more keywords they have in their product listing, whether it's the title, the bullet points, description, and or the mainly the search term, which is in the back end. So like say this is our product, Nor Pro non-stick for it. We don't have many keywords in there, only 1,870. Okay, like over here, if you look at the ones that are highlighted in bold, that means we don't have those specific keywords. So the ones that has this keyword, you have a star in here, exact match in the title, and then you have a check, which is included in the listing. So we have this in the listing. It's not, but some is like, okay, half a star. So it's a broad match. So there's an exact match, broad match, and also, if it's in the listing. So our goal here is to use as many keywords, top keywords as possible, and yet still have that relevancy in there. And also we want a sentence to flow, right? We don't want to have just chuck in a whole bunch of keywords in there and it doesn't make sense. We don't want that. Yeah.
So now we've loaded a few ASINs from Amazon, right? Straight away, we took a few ASINs that we want to compare our keyword research to. So we have done some keyword research right on the left. Of course, to make it more in-depth will take more time. We're just showing kind of the process and the mindset behind it. And then we can see what we have based or compared to the listing that we have taken from Amazon. Now it can be our listing. So if we have gathered new keywords and we want to see how well are we doing right now, or maybe it's just a listing of a competitor that we want to get in this niche, right? And then based on these keywords, we can compare them with the listings that are available, right? And also we can just build from the keywords that we have a listing on its own as well. Right?
Yes, exactly. So I'll use this as an example. So say this is my keyword, and then the keyword that we found that's actually pretty good, even though it doesn't quite make sense putting in a title. We can, somewhat add it in our backend. If we say this doesn't make sense, what is it? Egg cups for soft boiled eggs. There's a repetition in the eggs and stuff. So if it doesn't make sense to show it in the front end, so we put it in the back end, just so that when we add the keywords, you look at the score, it sort of increases a little bit. And then if I add this to search term, I just click on it, then my score will increase again. So that the goal is to add as many keywords in there as possible and still make it relevant. So once you have
we have all the keywords that we found, and we want to have it inside the listing because all of them are relevant and they have buying intent behind them. We put them in the title, description, bullet points. What doesn't make sense, we put in the back end because sometimes it's hard to input some stuff. It just doesn't sound well. Maybe it's a spelling mistake. Also, maybe it's a Spanish keyword that we could have found and it just doesn't fit, but we can put it in the back end because it might still be getting traffic. But we want to still build a beautiful title, beautiful bullet points, right? So people will read them and enjoy reading them, and it's going to turn their imagination on and, the good senses. So they will be excited to buy from us. We want to make them feel good.
Yeah, exactly. Right. And then with the search term, we want to make sure that we really, use all 250 characters, just so that, again, you don't want to leave any money on the table. If you leave it, people will pick it up. Competitors will take it. So once you have all this, you can just copy and paste your keyword into your backend, and then for existing sellers and stuff, I usually come and revise all my keywords and stuff every month. just so that because customers are searching every day, you might get new keywords. Maybe one day, egg cooker. Next thing you know, like another popular keyword just popped up, egg steamer, egg boiler, etc. So we want to have those keywords in our listing as well.
So you want pretty much once in a month or from time to time, let's say it depends, you just check again the top competitors with the keywords on fire, right? You pretty much do the same process to see if someone added a new keyword and then in order to stay relevant, right? To not leave money on the table kind of thing, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Because sometimes you might get new keywords, sometimes you won't. So it really depends, but you want to make sure that you go back in again, because sometimes maybe a competitor just pop out of nowhere and then they're ranking better than you. So we got to stay competitive on Amazon because it is super competitive. Back to like this love-hate to it's still working. So, but this is what I really like about the product. I'll just use a random one.
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
Yeah, so basically you put in all the ASINs similar to keywords in fire. Not ASIN, but you put in the keyword, egg poacher, and then you'll scrape all the top 25 products in there, and then you will go through, and because it takes a little bit longer because it's scraping all the reviews from those products, and they categorize into what customer loved about it and what customers hate about the product. I look at what customers love about it a little bit, but I focus more on the hate part. Not because I don't have any love, but because
because you want to see where to improve, right? Kind of thing.
Yeah, and focus on the pain point, because if we can solve customers' pain point, it converts better compared to what people like about it, because solving an issue, that's what we want to do with our products. Mm-hmm. So say from this, I can, based on this search, like 230 keywords on ear loops. So I'll go through each one of them. So I'll scroll down, have a look at ear loops. Okay, pull out under the slightest tension, poor quality, waste of money, not worth the price. Elastic breaks apart quickly, poorly made, do not buy, don't waste money. Ear loops pops out. So it gives me an idea that when people wear face masks, even yourself and myself, I wear it, and like ear loops are super irritating. So if my product, like I have, this is one of the good ways, when you choose a product, you can get it customized a little bit to have more comfortable ear loops, and you can focus on this specific pain point. In your product description, the first thing is like comfortable ear loops that doesn't break easily, that doesn't pop up. So you do target the pain point and you solve it. And you can even use this as a copy for your PPC, your sponsored brands as well, where you have your image and a little copy, little text, comfortable ear loops or unbreakable ear loops or something, something along those lines, just to get clicks and stuff. Because
tired of your ear loops breaking, something like this question maybe, right? And then we have our product. Yeah, interesting, man. And also with the love, we can also kind of analyze the love in terms of like what people do like, and then we can also put in our pictures, pretty much the same. But I think I agree on the hate part, because you just want to fix what they're complaining about and then mention it again in a listing, or as you mentioned, really nice point about the PPC. So people, they know what they're looking for. I mean, usually, yes, they have the buying intent. If they're searching for a face mask, and if it's someone who already bought a face mask and it broke and it always breaks, then his eyes are going to be really kind of say magnetic to the sentence that mentions that, hey, tired of them breaking, or ours breaks 5 times less or something. That's kind of a sketchy claim, though. It's kind of,
and you mentioned an important point just then. With the love part, you can add it to your images. What I like to use for images, I have this sort of image lineup strategy that I use. So you want to have the benefits in there, and then the application. So on the application side or the benefit side, you can specify, have a basic collages of images, maybe 4, and then you put it, this is like durable face mask, or in our case, durable egg poacher, and it's silicone, it heat transfer, you don't get burned compared to use like a metal pen or egg poacher. You add those in your images, add a bit of text in there, uses, what customer love about it. You add that into your product images. And yeah, so that's pretty much the gist of it. Into optimization, and also finding keywords. And a lot of times a lot of mistakes that I notice is a lot of sellers, they want to only focus on high search volume keywords because they're like, oh, that's where the money is, right? But sometimes long tail keywords are the low hanging fruit because of the less competitors, and we want to go for that one. And like the Keywords and Fire is a really helpful tool to find that. And another one, this one, the ZG launch or ZonGuru launch is the number of items you should aim to sell on a daily basis to be able to rank for this specific keyword on page 1. So say, for example, this one, you need to sell 10 units every day for based on this egg poacher cups keyword, so you can rank on page 1.
For how long would be as ZonGuru launch? It recommends it for how many days? 7 to 14, right?
Yeah. 7 to 14 days. Yeah. So it gives you an idea and also a goal that you want to set for yourself when you're doing your product launch. When you do your product launch, okay, you can use this keyword for your PPC, just so that when people click on it, search for it, click on it, if you sell 10 products, that means you rank on page 1. For that specific keyword. Again, choose keywords that are relevant. Like this is super competitive, even though the search volume is high, but choose for like the low hanging fruit and go for those. This one, typo. So you add this into your backend, even though there's only like 243. So it really depends. If you have enough characters to add in, then of course go for it. If not, then only focus on the main ones, that the long tail keywords that will convert. The 8-part from microwave as seen on TV. This one you can use it as well. Recently I've been looking, and there's a lot of products or keywords that has this as seen on TV. So I guess customers they watch TV and stuff, maybe today's show or something, and then they get recommendations on the show, and they're like, oh, this is the egg poach they use on the show. I want to try it out myself and stuff. And they do go search on Amazon.
Yeah, I think also as seen on TV might be, if it's I've heard about this keyword. I think it might be a brand specifically that or maybe a show, okay. Maybe I don't remember exactly. Yeah. As seen on TV is like maybe a show, but maybe even a brand eventually that was created around it. But yeah, that's a good point. So let me just sum it up from what we've seen. We've seen that first we understand what our product is. For example, an egg poacher in our case, right? And if you want to launch this product, you want to maybe research keywords for this product, depends. For example, if we're using ZonGuru, then we get inside Keywords on Fire, right? We put the main keyword, we put a few ASINs that are connected to this keyword. For example, we go to egg poacher on Amazon, we pull from the first page the most relevant products to our specific product. So if the poacher is this plastic thing, for example, right? If that's specifically the poacher, I don't know what poacher means, but let's say it is this plastic thing is a poacher, then we need similar products to this one, right? Because we want to rank where the relevance are. Yes. So from all these ASINs, we gather them, okay, up to 25. If we're using ZonGuru, for example, then we put them inside the Keywords on Fire, all these ASINs. We get all the keywords where these ASINs are ranking for. Then we need to remove the unnecessary keywords, leave the necessary keywords. Okay, you can automatically with the filters remove some specific keywords. Maybe if you don't want the little ones that are like 1 to 50 search volume, for example, you can remove them, and then it will leave you a list of keywords where you're going to be cleaning it a little bit, removing everything that's unnecessary, leaving all the necessary stuff. For example, just as an example, you'll be left with like 400 keyword phrases, let's say, right? From that you take them to the listing builder here, right? Listing optimizer. And inside the listing optimizer, we can compare them to a competitor, or just start a new session with only our keywords and build it from scratch. Okay, or we give it to a copywriter that will do it for us, or maybe we will do the keyword research, give it to a copywriter, or we take an existing listing and see how well they are optimized, build on it based on their, obviously on their listing. We add what's missing, we do our optimization, or maybe we optimize our own listings, right? And then we just go to Amazon, we add all these things to the necessary fields, and boom, either we're launching the product or we've updated our product, It will take some time for the algorithm to index us. Usually, if it's like new keywords, usually it doesn't take a lot, but it can quickly rank you in relevant places as well. What's interesting, so for example, if you add some keywords and you are relevant but you were missing them, boom, you can appear on, maybe not necessarily on page number 1 on top, but you will appear somewhere. And when you start getting sales, all these keywords are also going to move up because they're in your listing. All right. And if you will target them with PPC, you will definitely move up if you convert. Just in a few sentences to sum up your pretty cool tutorial, man. If that
yeah. Perfect. Yeah. There's a lot of more stuff to go into, it's just it will probably take a longer time. Like, you get like PPC bid and stuff. So of course you want to go for that. You can still sort it by the highest and lowest, or yeah. So some of there's like $7, like Hamilton Beach egg cooker.
Probably
so
a
expensive.
brand.
Yeah, exactly. And then you can just choose and based on the keywords, and look at the keywords. Like if it's the lower the price, that means sort of less competitors are using that keywords. Yeah. So it's up to you. You want to go for that specific lower cost CPC, then yeah.
So we can actually, what we can do here, sorry to interrupt you, man. What we can do here, for example, we can choose a low CPC but high search volume in the filters, and then boom, like we get some keywords maybe that have low cost per click but have some search volume, and they might have not many competitors ranking there. And boom, here you have a keyword that even with a new product, with those that don't have many reviews, maybe you still have some place to rank there quickly, secure your spot, hopefully, and grab the sales from this keyword. And then other keywords will keep going up because you're getting sales. Your listing it takes time. It's not 1-2 days usually. It's taking time, but with time, your listing gets better. You get more reviews. Boom, here's a review with the video. Here's a picture review. Then you get, your PPC optimized better and better, and there you go. Go to Bali. Oh man, but yeah, pretty cool.
Pretty much the gist of it. When I've keyword research, you summed it up really good.
Yeah, well, thank you, man, for this tutorial. We're gonna have the link to ZonGuru in the description for those who want to try and play with this tool. There's gonna be a free trial to try it out, and some specific discounts that can help you if you wanna save money with ZonGuru. Again, as I mentioned, affiliate links means that if you use them, this supports here the channel. So really big thanks for that.
You get a free protein shake.
And yeah, or I'm happy also to give some feedback on like diet or something, or on or gym. I'm not a professional, but have some years, of training, So yeah. Thanks, man. Thanks for coming today, Eugene. Appreciate it, man. It was good.
Oh, no worries, Vorva. Thanks for having me on the show.